Apple's iPhone 5 is taller, lighter, thinner and faster than its predecessor, the 4S. But for the first time, rivals such as Samsung and HTC are offering phones that are, by common consensus, almost as good and by some arguments a lot better than the iPhone 5. This is the Samsung Galaxy S3, which is probably the closest, it's certainly the best-selling rival to the iPhone 5, and we're going to take a quick look at how they differ. Now, you can see here that although the iPhone 5 is taller than its predecessor, it's still not quite as tall as the S3, which offers a considerably larger screen, but the most important differences are how they feel in the hand. The iPhone lighter than its predecessor, but it still has a glass and metal construction that feels solid, and it has a weight to it, even though it is lighter. The Samsung S3, lighter still, it feels in the hand because it's that slightly larger screen size, and it is plastic rather than metal. So these are different techniques that both companies are going for intentionally. They're not taking each other on the same ground. But the biggest difference really is in the software. Now, if you look at the iPhone, you can see you get a sea of different icons mostly, or you get the search box from the keyboard. But with Android, you get a whole series of widgets on the home screen. That's a Google Plus widget. The assistive light is Samsung's name for a torch. But then you get the search box on the home screen, and if you scroll across, you can very easily put your own inbox on the home page, and you can put apps like Flipboard. What Apple has done is taken the same approach that it had with previous versions of iOS. It's more icons on the iPhone 5, but it's the same model. You get a notification center at the top in the same way that you get a notification center with Android. So what you're looking at really is an operating system that takes a fundamentally very different approach. One says you get a lot of information directly on the home screen, which incidentally is the same as Windows is taking. The other says you have to go into the apps, you have to take your own initiative in some ways. So what Apple's been doing since the launch of the original iPhone is to refine one idea until it's something that a lot of Apple fans believe is the most perfect incarnation of that idea. What Android's been doing is steadily introducing new features. The Samsung, for instance, has a screen that stays on so long as it knows that you're looking at it. It's got NFC technology, so you can use functions such as Android Beam. These are things that fans will know about, geeks are really excited by. The Apple argument is if you can't easily use this stuff, it's not worth having. So that means that Android, at the moment, new features that Apple doesn't offer, but new features that are sometimes still harder to use. Apple, at the moment, is focusing on usability.